But if an asteroid were to be found on a collision course with the Earth, one that's large enough to destroy us, so 10 kilometers across like the one that killed the dinosaurs, we actually don't have any abilities at the moment to deflect asteroids of that size. And if we saw it on a collision course for us in a few years' time, I'm not sure that we could develop any means of deflecting it. So suppose that asteroid slammed into the Earth and we all died, and somehow in this metaphor, we went to the pearly gates of heaven and St. Peter was there letting us in. And we said, I'm sorry, we really tried on this asteroid thing and maybe we should have been working on it before we saw it, but ultimately we felt that there was nothing we could do. I think that you'd get somewhat of a sympathetic hearing. Yeah. Whereas if instead you turn up and you say, we built AI that we knew that we didn't know how to control, despite the fact that, yes, admittedly, a number of Nobel Prize winners in AI, I think all of the Nobel Prize winners in AI perhaps, have warned that it could kill everyone. Something like half of the most senior people in AI have directly warned that this could cause human extinction. But we had to build it. And so we built it, and it turns out it was difficult to align it, so we all died. I feel that you would get a much less sympathetic thing. Be like, well, hang on, you lost me at the step where you said we had to build it. Why did you build it if you thought it would kill you all? Maybe they'd be like, I thought that if I didn't do it, they would do it. And so who did it? Well, I did it. So you built the thing that killed everyone. Yes. But I just think that you would have trouble explaining yourself. And I feel like we should hold ourselves to a higher standard, not just like technology made me do it, or the technological landscape made me do it, or the fact I'm in a race. China made me do it. China made me do it, despite the fact that they didn't start the race. The US started the race because maybe China would have started a race. It's a bit like explaining to the teacher about this fight that you started by punching some kid in the face because you're claiming that they would have punched you if you didn't punch them or something. It doesn't really cut it. And I feel that we should hold ourselves to somewhat higher standards on these things. And yet there's just very little discussion or thinking about these things. So in the case of AI, if you say, oh, we've got to do this thing, it's like, well, does the public want it? No, and it seems like the public are really scared by it and actually think that things are going far too fast. So that's somewhere where even if the politicians haven't quite gotten there yet, it may be possible to speak to the public about their concerns. And if we did, I think the answer is they're probably not concerned enough about these things.